Welcome to TrendPlainNews. Today breaking news is
why PM Narendra Modi should oppose Donald Trump's immigration policy. While Donald Trump's policies and actions will keep having logical fallacies, the moot question will be, isn't it imperative for other world leaders to challenge them, especially when there is a threat to world peace? The new President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, passed an executive order in his first week at the office which bans around every immigrant from 7 major Muslim nations, including Syria, Iran, Somalia, Libya, Iraq, Yemen, Syria and Sudan, for a minimum of 90 days, which can go on indefinitely. With the advent of a new world leader, it is not surprising that the U.S. protectionism is all set to create waves throughout the globe. While Donald Trump's policies and actions will keep having logical fallacies, the moot question will be, isn't it imperative for other world leaders to challenge them, especially when there is a threat to world peace? Also, should a country like India, which has its own interests in the U.S., remain selfish and quiet, while Donald Trump's word will remain to be as unpredictable as his actions? One thing is for certain, he wants to put America first, and it has been evident in his post-inaugural speeches, which anyway are a revamped version of his campaign. Trump, after the new decision, wrote on Facebook, "America is a proud nation of immigrants and we will continue to show compassion to those fleeing oppression, but we will do so while protecting our own citizens and border." Trump is not politically correct, he cannot be as diplomatic as you want his to be, and that as a nation should scare other countries, especially during times of heightened protectionism. Why else would Trump suddenly ban 12% of the world population to enter the world's most economically powerful country? Trump's speeches have reeked for familiar themes of world economic systems sucking American opulence and jobs out of the country, which has been an emotive attack on globalism, and it has been reiterated by the new administration. Time and again, it is the same administration which wants to buy American, hire American. The idea that has resonated throughout in the first week of Trump's presidency is that the taxes, trade and foreign policies will benefit American people, and this should be a major concern for the emerging markets, including India. It is exigent for PM Modi to draw attention to this, as our country is increasingly dependent on the US for trade, as well as for the Make in India campaign. While this first decision by Trump does not affect India directly, but for a person of that mindset, it will only harm us eventually. If there is no prevention and check now, the basic flaw in Trump's rhetoric is highlighted by the fact that none of the countries from where most of the 9/11 terrorists belong to have been banned from immigration, and this makes the man highly improbable, and someone like his at the most powerful chair in the world needs a check. However, during his election campaigns, Trump famously said, "I am a big fan of Hindu, I am a big fan of India." The question is, did he mean it, or was it just campaign narrative? He also spoke against Pakistan, and said that only India can stop the most dangerous country in the world. Additionally, there is warm brewing of friendship between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Trump, where they have talked about lifting sanctions. This essentially means well for India, as it can maintain close relations with both of them without the need of contradicting. Also, Russia will be less reliant on China now, which is good news for India. But there looms a big question mark on the H-1B visas, which if implemented, will cause a big blow to Indian IT sector. India, being one of the strongest growing economies in the world, if it wants to create a political and economic impact, should take a strengthened stand, not just for its personal interests only, but also for humanity's sake. Humanity because, however extremist countries those 7 nations might be, are amidst a raging war with lakhs displaced from their homes, because of the capitalist-friendly nations.